What's good? We back with the Boxing Clinic and more. It's your boy CJ Goodfella back on the boxing grind. Speaking on Kevin Cunningham and Adrien Broner. Did Kevin Cunningham make a major effect on Adrien Broner's Jesse Vargas fight? I would say no, but it's hard to make a major effect on a boxer in one training camp, especially with Broner having a lot of extracurricular activities on the outside of their training camp. You'd be crazy to expect, Kevin Cunningham to overhaul AB's whole boxing prowess in one training camp. But he did do some things good though. He had Adrien Broner more active. He had him committing to his punches. He had him punching a little bit more. And, I think he had him in tremendous shape, better shape than he had him than the Mikey Garcia fight. In the Mikey Garcia fight, I think he came in, 138, well below the 140-pound level weight. Kevin Cunningham had him right on the 144-pound weight. I think Broner looked, in the flesh and in the face and his physical, physique overall, he looked a little bit more vibrant. He looked a little bit more happy, more upbeat in this camp. Whatever they did in this camp, they need to carry that on to the next camp. He don't need to be out there doing nothing else but trying to go into the next training camp after about 6 weeks. Kevin Cunningham, had a very, very high, happy, energetic, and vibrant Adrien Broner this fight. I think he brought Adrien Broner back mentally and physically a little bit to being a happy fighter. I really do. And, he did a lot of good things. You can't change his mind as far as, being who he is outside the ring and making a lot of ignorant comments that he made. And Sam Watson looked like he wanted to snatch him by his fucking beard and rip that shit off about the Mexican comment. But, he had him looking better. If this Adrien Broner that was first Mikey Garcia, he probably would have got dominated by Vargas. But, Broner let his hands go a lot more than the last fight. And I think he should carry on with Kevin Cunningham, for the next fight. Give him about 3 or 4 fights with you and see if he really can change the AB. He really can break down the tape and see, where he can go from there. What I think Derrick James be a better fit for Adrien Broner? I think so. I really do think so. I think from a schematic standpoint, it would be about closing the base and teach him how to cut the ring off and be an aggressive style boxer. That's exactly what Adrien Broner needs, and I'm surprised Errol Spence didn't really refer him to there. But at the end of the day, I think Kevin Cunningham did a good job with Broner this fight. I really do. And I want to commend him and give him his props. I think, mentally he got through to Broner. He helped Broner push it on in late rounds. I think Devin Alexander was right. He exactly what Broner needs from a mental standpoint. Mentally, Kevin is not a yes man like Mike Stafford was. Kevin is a guy that takes charge, and he's an ex-cop. He's very punctual. He's very stern. And that's what Broner need, He really need that. If you can give, Cunningham the mental aspect, and you can give Derrick James the technical aspect of the game, Broner, might be, one of the all-time greats. But that ain't the case. I think he gonna carry on with Kevin Cunningham. They didn't get the results they thought they was gonna get, but it was a good fight for Broner. I think Broner is on the up and up, and I believe he rematches Jesse Vargas. He beats him. Like Kenny said, he could have went for the stoppage. He should have pressed a little bit more for the stoppage. He really should have. Broner got a decent chin. He still got power. He still got speed. Nothing physically is off about Broner. I think it's all mental, and from a fundamental standpoint, technique standpoint. If he was fundamentally technically right, and, with that speed and power that he still has, and somebody can give him some refined skills and some pointers, he'd be a dangerous guy. He still got it, physically. It's the mental aspect that's killing him, and his technique. If he was a fundamentally sound fighter, Broner would probably one of the best in the world, bar none, without the bullshit outside the ring. It's basic fundamentals that he's lacking. It is. He got everything to be a great fighter. As far as the attributes and the skills, he got a left hook, he got a jab, he got a right hand. He got speed, he got power, he got body punching ability. He can move his head a little bit. He got everything. He just fundamentally challenged. And mentally he challenged. He can't get out of his own way. And the fundamentals are the base of anything in life. You got to have basic fundamentals in anything you do. And he's not a fundamentally sound boxer. And people talk about Floyd. They say this and that about Floyd, but guess what? His fundamentals are flawless. You know, he might look basic just shooting the right hand on the jab right hand. And Bernard might look basic just with the jab in the right hand and leading off with the right hand. The overhand right he threw at the end of his career. But they're fundamentally sound. And that's what Broner is missing. Fundamentals. And hopefully Kevin Cunningham can shape him and help him get that way. But I think Kevin did a good job in this fight. I didn't hear what he said in the corner yet, but I could tell he was lighting into AB ass a little bit, and he needed to. You know, I think Kevin it was a good guy for the job to get Broner mentally right. He got him punched a little bit more. Let's see what another training camp can he take AB to the next level. We gone.